Hello, Living Springs. I'm at the beach today, and I brought some healthy snacks with me. I brought my water, and I brought this healthy snack. What is this? That's right, it's a green apple, and I brought some crackers, and I brought a banana. That's right. So those are my healthy snacks. But I was wondering when I was out here, what do you think that sharks eat? We learned how sharks swim really fast because they have cartilage instead of bones, so they can move this way and that way very easily. And we learned that they breathe air just like we do through their gills. And today we're going to explore how sharks eat and what they eat. What do sharks have for dinner? Last night I had chicken. What did you have? Well, sharks eat anything they want. Sharks eat just about every creature found in the sea, including other sharks. Big sharks eat smaller sharks, and those sharks eat even smaller sharks. So we know there's really big sharks, bigger than all of us and our moms and dads, and then we know there's littler sharks, and then there's even tiny sharks. When they're not eating one another, sharks prey on all kinds of fish and shellfish. Large sharks also make meals of big animals such as seals and dolphins and sea lions. So depending on where the shark lives, they might eat sea lions, or they might eat seals or dolphins. Sometimes when a shark dies, they've even found tires in a shark, because some sharks, they can't tell what they're eating until they take a bite out of it. Are sharks always hungry? How about you guys? Are you always hungry? Sometimes I am too. Sharks aren't always hungry, yet some sharks do eat huge amounts of food at one time. Certain sharks, such as the great white, that's a really big shark, never seem to fill up. Sometimes they'll finish eating a large sea animal, and minutes later they find another animal and they gulp that down too. These sharks seem to be hunting and eating all the time. So that's like eating a big plate of spaghetti and then you have a pizza after that. So some sharks eat all the time. How do you think sharks taste when they eat their food? So when they're eating food, do you think they taste it? They do taste. A shark has tiny taste buds that dot the insides of its mouth and throat, just like we have on our tongue. We have little dots on our tongue, and that's how we taste sweet things, sour things, bitter things. So we have different taste buds on our tongue to have different tastes for different foods. As it bites its prey, the shark's taste buds let it know whether the food is good enough to swallow. So some food that they eat, some food, they know they shouldn't be eating it. Some bottom-dwelling sharks have an added way of tasting. 2 or more fleshy feelers, called barbels, hang around their heads and let them taste the food before they eat it. So they kind of like to taste their food. So you might have a pepperoni pizza, and you might take a bite of it and say, oh, I really like that. That's what sharks do too. They have tiny taste buds on their tongue, and they can taste their food, whether they should be eating it or not. So we've learned a lot about sharks this week. We've learned that they have cartilage, just like in our nose, in our ears, and that's how they swim so good. And we also learned that they breathe oxygen through their gills on them. And then we learned today that they actually taste their food just like we do. And some sharks eat a whole bunch, and some sharks eat just a little bit. All right, guys, I'm going to get back to laying in the sun. I'll see you soon.